Larry Ellison is the fourth richest man in the world today, with a net worth of over $200 billion. While a large majority of Ellison's cash is tied up in Oracle stock, he is quite happy to splash out on extraordinary purchases that reflect both his immense wealth and his larger-than-life personality. Over the last 40 years, Ellison has proven time and time again that he's willing to write checks that would make even fellow billionaires pause. Larry Ellison has never done anything halfway. The Oracle co-founder and tech titan, who still serves as the company's CTO at age 80, has spent decades building not just one of the most powerful software empires in Silicon Valley, but also one of the most extravagant real estate collections on the planet. While Ellison may live full-time in Hawaii these days, his footprint reaches far beyond Lanai. His property portfolio spans coast to coast and beyond, with homes valued at roughly $4 billion. Everything from private islands to sprawling estates to sleek city abodes. Here is a look at some of the trophy properties that make up his ever-expanding portfolio. First up is Ellison's first major property purchase in San Francisco's elite Pacific Heights neighborhood. In 1988, he purchased a 10,742 square foot modernist mansion on Broadway Street, designed by noted Bay Area architect William Wurster for a reported $3.9 million. Today, the 5-bedroom, 6-bath home sits among the tech elite on Billionaire's Row, with neighbors said to include Apple's Johnny Ive and Zynga's Mark Pincus. Ellison's presence didn't stop there. In 2011, he reportedly acquired the neighboring property for $40 million, and later, in 2013, another for $50 million, further expanding his footprint. Second on the list, and it's Larry's main residence for the last 25 years, or it was until he moved to his island, the $200 million estate in Woodside, California, which is a full-blown architectural tribute to 16th century Japanese royalty. Built in the early 2000s, it's modeled after a Japanese emperor's palace from the Edo period, and it's easily one of the most extraordinary private residences in the United States. The property is tucked into the rolling hills of Silicon Valley and consists of a 23-acre compound featuring an 8,000 square foot main house, 10 additional structures, a private lake, a tea house, and a koi pond, all designed to evoke the serenity of a Kyoto retreat. Ellison reportedly spent over $200 million transforming the property into a private haven. He began assembling the estate in the 1990s, including the $1.5 million acquisition of a nearby 5,850 square foot residence on Turkey Farm Lane. Third on the list, and it's not one property, but 15. Along one of LA's most expensive streets, Carbon Beach, also known as Billionaire Beach, is a 1.5-mile-long beach in eastern Malibu. The beach has about 70 beachfront residences, with an average price of $25 million. Ellison started his spending spree on Carbon Beach properties in 2002, and has since acquired 15 prime properties from fellow moguls like Jerry Bruckheimer, who sold Larry his 3-bedroom and 3-bathroom property for $18 million in 2022, Joel Silver's 5,600 square foot 6-bedroom mansion for $38 million in 2018, and Terry Semel, 10,317 square foot compound Ellison bought for nearly $45 million. One of his splashiest buys was a 7,700 square foot estate with a tennis court and a pool, acquired in 2017 for $48 million. While not much is known about the transaction, it is one of the most expensive properties on Carbon Beach. Fourth on the list, and it's not a single property or even a hotel, but an island. In 2012, Ellison made headlines when he bought nearly the entire Hawaiian island of Lanai for a reported $500 million. Ellison purchased 98% of the island's 90,000 acres, including 2 luxury 4-season resorts and extensive land holdings, transforming him from tech titan to island steward. In the decades since, he's invested another $1 billion in refurbishing the resorts, launching sustainable farming initiatives, and backing clean energy projects, all aimed at turning Lanai into a model of eco-conscious luxury living. The island itself features pristine beaches, a Jack Nicklaus-designed golf course, and exclusive dining and resorts experiences, all without a single traffic light. Fifth on the list, it's one of Ellison's most culturally significant acquisitions, a property he's purchased not necessarily for his own future, but for the future of his extraordinary art collection. In 2010, Ellison made headlines by acquiring Beechwood House in Newport, Rhode Island, paying $10.5 million for the magnificent Gilded Age mansion that once served as the summer retreat for the influential Astor family. But Ellison's vision extended far beyond a single property. Since that initial purchase, he's methodically and quietly expanded his Newport empire, strategically acquiring 4 prime properties along the prestigious Bellevue Avenue. The crown jewel of this expansion came in 2019, when he purchased Seacliff, an adjacent estate, for a reported $11 million. This calculated acquisition gave Ellison control over the entire coveted stretch of coastline between 2 of Newport's most iconic mansions, the opulent Rosecliff and the marble-clad Marble House. The true scope of Ellison's ambition becomes clear when examining his renovation plans. He's reportedly investing an astounding $100 million to transform Beechwood into a world-class private museum specifically designed to house and showcase his extensive 19th century art collection. This isn't merely a restoration, it's a complete reimagining of the space as a cultural institution, complete with museum-grade climate control, specialized lighting, and round-the-clock security guards who maintain constant vigilance over this priceless artistic treasure trove. Sixth on the list is Porcupine Creek, a testament to Larry Ellison's vision for transforming luxury real estate into something entirely new. Despite not being a golfer himself, Ellison acquired this spectacular 246-acre private golf estate in Rancho Mirage for $42.9 million in 2011, recognizing its potential beyond the fairways. The desert compound is nothing short of extraordinary, featuring a championship 18-hole golf course that winds through the dramatic landscape, complemented by a private amphitheater, perfect for intimate performances under the stars. The crown jewel is an expansive 18,430 square foot mansion that serves as the centerpiece of this desert oasis, all dramatically positioned beneath the towering Santa Rosa Mountains. But Ellison's true genius lies in his transformation of Porcupine Creek. Rather than maintaining it as a traditional golf estate, he's completely reimagined the property as a 6-star boutique wellness resort operating under his innovative Sensei brand. This evolution represents Ellison's forward-thinking approach to luxury hospitality, combining cutting-edge wellness technology with the natural beauty of the California desert. The property now serves as a pioneering example of how traditional luxury amenities can be reinvented to meet the growing demand for holistic wellness experiences in an ultra-premium setting. Seventh on the list, and it's Lake Tahoe in Nevada, where Ellison has picked up 15 different properties on a range of different sites. Ellison's spending spree started in the exclusive enclave of Incline Village on Lake Tahoe's Nevada shore. Ellison has picked up a collection of 4 adjacent homes valued at between $15 million and $20 million each. The tech billionaire reportedly planned to demolish the existing residences and replace them with a sprawling single compound, continuing his pattern of consolidating prime properties into monumental estates. In addition to his other Lake Tahoe purchases, in 2021, Ellison bought the Hyatt Regency Lake Tahoe Resort and Spa in Incline Village for approximately $345 million. The resort includes a spa, casino, private beaches, dining venues, multiple lodging buildings, including lakeside cottages and suites. Eighth on the list, and it's one of the boldest power plays in residential real estate history. Ellison shelled out a staggering $173 million for a sprawling compound in Manalapan, setting a new record for New Jersey's most expensive home sale in 2022. Known historically as Gemini, the 22-acre ocean-to-lake estate once belonged to the billionaire Ziff family and was more recently owned by fellow tech titan Jim Clark. The property is unlike anything else in the country, a palatial 62,200 square foot main residence with 33 bedrooms and 39 bathrooms, flanked by additional outbuildings and even a portion of nearby Bird Island. A coastal road splits the estate and lakefront sections connected by subterranean tunnels, including one designed as an art gallery. Ellison's new kingdom comes with 1,200 feet of private beach, 1,300 feet of intracoastal frontage, and a dizzying list of amenities: a PGA-grade golf course practice facility, tennis and basketball courts, a boat dock, and lush natural facilities like a butterfly garden, a bird sanctuary, and a freshwater pond. Even by billionaire standards, it's more private resort than home. Ninth on the list brings us back to your standard billionaire property acquisition, though standard hardly does justice to the sheer scale of this investment. In 2021, Ellison significantly bolstered his Florida real estate portfolio with the $80 million purchase of a magnificent waterfront estate nestled within the ultra-exclusive Seminole Landing enclave of North Palm Beach, a community where privacy and prestige reign supreme. The numbers alone tell the story of this property's extraordinary nature. Spanning over 7 sprawling acres of prime coastal real estate, the estate boasts an impressive 520 feet of completely private ocean frontage, offering unobstructed views of the Atlantic Ocean. This massive footprint ranks as the third largest oceanfront parcel in all of Palm Beach County, a distinction that speaks to both its rarity and value. Perhaps most remarkably, it stands among the precious few properties in the entire state of Florida with sufficient space and zoning to support a private helipad, the ultimate symbol of billionaire convenience. The existing infrastructure is equally impressive, a substantial 15,500 square foot mansion featuring 7 luxury bedrooms. Initially, Ellison entertained plans for complete demolition and redevelopment, but the structure has remained untouched. In a characteristic billionaire move, he later tested the market by listing the property for an ambiguous $145 million, nearly doubling his investment, though ultimately withdrew it when no buyers materialized at that stratospheric price point. 10th and finally on the list, it's the Holme in London, and probably one of London's most significant property transactions of recent years. Larry purchased the Holme, a magnificent 40-bedroom mansion in Regent's Park, for £139 million, roughly $172 million, in early 2025. The home, designed by renowned architect Demetrius Burton and built in 1818, sits majestically on Inner Circle by Regent's Park. Architectural critic Ian Nairn famously declared, "If you want a definition of Western civilization in a single view, then here it is," while scholars have described it as one of the most desirable private homes in London. The acquisition represents a remarkable bargain for the mystery tech mogul. Originally listed 2 years earlier with an astronomical asking price of $314 million, the property eventually sold for $124 million less than its initial valuation. This substantial discount arose from the property's complex history. It was seized from Saudi Prince Khaled after he defaulted on a private jet loan, earning it the nickname Mini Buckingham Palace due to its palatial grandeur and royal association. The mansion's sprawling lakeside grounds and historic pedigree make it a crown jewel of London real estate, now controlled by Silicon Valley's elite. Larry is equal parts tech visionary, real estate kingpin, and Bond villain-level eccentric, with the bank account and beach views to match. If you had $200 billion in the bank account, which property would you buy? As always, if you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to the channel for more videos on the lives of the super rich.